One of the most common English conversations you will have is giving and receiving opinions. That's true. A lot of us give opinions and a lot of us have to listen to opinions even though we don't like it. So, in today's session, I'm going to talk about how you can give opinions in different contexts. Believe me, there are some really good ways to do that depending on why you are giving the opinion, in which context you are giving it. So, let's talk about the different contexts. The first would be to give opinions about general things like talking about the weather, talking about food, or talking about travel. But then you want to move to more nuanced topics, and then you can even talk about things that you would like to explain to people or educate them in more detail about, right? Because some people don't know as much. So your opinion will be combined with a sort of education or explanation attached to it. Sometimes you can also give an opinion when someone is specifically asking for it. Now, there are two kinds of people. Some give an opinion even though they are not asked for it, but sometimes people may ask you for your opinion. What do you say? And then sometimes you want to give an opinion even though someone is disagreeing with you. Now, this, I admit, is a little difficult to do, but we will learn how to do that. Okay, so let's start by learning the best ways to give opinions in all these contexts. Beginning with the first one, which is general opinions. What could you say? You can say, I think. So when someone's talking about general topics or trivial matters like the weather, simply say, I think it's going to rain today. Now, you can also say, I feel like. I feel like a plant-based diet is more healthy. Over here, of course, you're giving your opinion on food. Or you could say, in my opinion. The word opinion can be used in that phrase where you simply say, in my opinion, traveling light is more convenient. Traveling light means not carrying too much of luggage. Please note that this word, opinion, starts with an a sound. So don't say opinion, you want to simply say opinion. Okay? Anyway, these were general opinions, but we want to also know how to speak when we are giving an educated opinion. Okay, so let's have a look. Sometimes you want to explain the reason behind why you think or feel a certain way. And you must do that, right? Because after all, you want to sound intelligent. After all, you want to explain the rationale behind why you feel a certain way. So, you can say, the way I see it. The way I see it, having health insurance is necessary. You never know when you'll need it, and it'll save you from a huge medical cost. Now notice, it's not enough to say, I think you should have health insurance. That's not a complete opinion because you want to explain the reason behind why having insurance is necessary. So this way of using educated opinions will make you sound more educated, it will make you sound more intelligent, and it will sound like you really care about why you are explaining that opinion. Okay? Or you can say, here's what I think. Here's what I think. We should probably take the train to New York. It'll be cheaper and we'll enjoy the trip. Now again, you're giving an opinion about why it is better to take the train than to go by flight. But don't just say, let's take the flight, or I think we should take the flight. You want to say, here's what I think, and then give the reason behind why that is a good idea. All right. Now, we are going to learn about some more educated opinions. For example, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. You start by saying, as far as I'm concerned, investing in stocks can be quite risky. It might seem like you're making quick profits, but the uncertainty of the market can also bring huge losses. Like I said, it's not enough to simply say, in my opinion, investing in stocks is not a good idea. Go ahead and explain it. To do that, you want to use as far as I'm concerned. Another way to give an educated opinion would be if you ask me. Now, nobody is really asking you, but that's an expression you use when you are giving an educated opinion. So you will say, if you ask me, investing in your skills is the best way to make money. You can freelance on multiple jobs and with time also grow your own enterprise, right? So maybe this is an opinion you want to give to somebody who wants to improve their skills and make more money. So you start by saying, if you ask me, and then go along with your explanation. Isn't that a cool way to give an educated opinion? Well, we now have a different kind of opinion. So, if someone is going to now ask you for your opinion, you have to say things a little differently. Remember, over here, you are not giving your opinion by yourself. You're not giving your opinion voluntarily. Someone has specifically asked for it. So what do you say? If I were you, okay, if I were you is a good way of saying if I were in your shoes, right? So, if I were you, I'd study hard and get top grades to be eligible to apply to a reputed college. So, maybe somebody wants to know, what should I do in order to get a good career or to at least get into a good college? So, they've asked me for it. So, I go ahead and say, if I were you, this is what I would do. Okay. Now, if you notice, the grammar behind using this phrase, I would, is called conditional sentences. Alright. So make sure you say, if I were you, I would study harder. If I were you, I would invest better. If I were you, I would learn English the right way. Alright. So after if I were you, try using conditional sentences, the conditional grammar sentences. You can also use to be honest. When someone asks you, this is a good way of saying, hey, I'm telling you the truth. You can say, to be honest, it is much better to buy in a thrift store and save up the extra money. Okay, obviously someone's asking you how to make a purchase and save money. And since they are asking you, this is how you're going to answer. You can also say, I'm not going to lie, but some outfits are just meant for certain body types. Okay, someone's asking you if certain outfits suit them and you want to be honest. So you answer, I'm not going to lie, but certain outfits are only meant for certain body types. All right, now we're going to talk about a different kind of opinion, and this is a little difficult, but we're going to work out how to say it properly. Okay. Now, sometimes people will disagree with you, but you have to still give your opinion anyway. That's when you will say, I see why you think that way, but. Now, if you notice, when I say, I see why you think that way, you are acknowledging. You are acknowledging their point of view. So, here you are respectfully disagreeing with them and still sharing your opinion. In a business meeting, when you are speaking to somebody in an official environment, this is a great thing to use because not all of you will think alike, but you have to still give your opinion. So you can say, I see why you think that way, but in most cases, it is evident that if you don't integrate AI in your job, you might become less efficient and lose out to those who actually do. This is obviously a business argument. You have to disagree with people sometime, but you have to also sound like you are still educating them without sounding rude. All right? So, let's look at some more phrases. You can say, at the end of the day, the fact is that. Okay? Sometimes you want to take the help of data or facts to make your opinion strong while you are disagreeing with somebody. So you will say, at the end of the day, the fact is that it is best to be content with what you have and make the most of it. Like I said, you want to take the help of facts or data in order to prove your point, to give your opinion in spite of others disagreeing with you. We have another one. I'm pretty sure that if you look it up, Mariah Carey has written and sang most of her songs, so her success is well deserved. Now, some people might disagree on who is the more successful artists, right? You may disagree with what they say, but you want to still give your opinion. And when you want to give your opinion, you want to come from a place of authority because you know the facts. That's when you will say, hey, I'm pretty sure that Mariah Carey is a very good singer, she's a very good songwriter, whatever you want to say. Alright? Well, that brings us to the end of this lesson on giving opinions. I'll be back with some more lessons. Until then, this is me saying, keep learning.